So without further ado, we need a suggestion from the audience. First thing that pops in your head.
Suck my ass.
Did I hear cherry trial?
Cherry what?
Jury trial.
Jury trial. And once again, suck my ass.
In here. Thank you.
Suck my ass.
Guilty.
Not guilty. Guilty! Squeak.
Oh, damn it. Who replaced my gavel? Guilty.
Not guilty. Guilty!
No contest. All right. And guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. There are several elements of a jury trial. One is the foreman, who's a complete asshole who takes control of the situation. I'm so important in life. I drive a car. I have a mortgage. I'm going to be in charge of the rest of you underage, unemployed people. And then the soccer mom, who takes her moral high ground and shoves it in people's faces. And I go to church. I've baked brownies. And then there's the little stop short. Hold on, I want to back up. The little store owner who runs a fabric shop. There she is.
I have a fabric shop.
But and she tells you what she's doing. But she cannot.
I'm going to get more thimbles.
She's going to get more thimbles.
Even though we should be paying attention to what's happening.
And she cannot judge anybody. I don't want to judge.
I judge you.
Then there's the old woodsman. Yes, the guy that has finally gotten his old jury duty call. And the prosecutor picked him because he couldn't say words like fancy or feast. Judge, you can't say anything. Put him on this jury. Okay, I'll do it. He whittles the entire time. He whittles big bars of soap into smaller bars of soap.
He whistles while he whittles.
He's the whittler. He's the whistling, whittling woodman.
Oh, it's haunting.
And then there's the 18-year-old degenerate. Who doesn't want a job, doesn't need a job. Well, he needs a job, he doesn't want a job, and he doesn't know why he's here, but he's ready to judge something. Shut up, man. My dad owns 2 witches. He's got nothing better to do, right? Nah, man. Tell us what you think about this case. Well, I think that the stupid guy did the stupid thing.
I agree.
What's in the PB&J? Pam Beasley and Jim Halpert. I'm on season 5 of The Office. I'm watching Netflix during the trial.
Oh, Netflix.
Spoiler alert. I'm not wearing pants. I am very upset with you, Gracie. This is not the daughter that I raised in this house with my blood, sweat, and tears.
Father, I didn't ask you to cut your face every morning.
Get in a razor. I know you didn't ask me to, but it's something that I do. It's something that I'm involved in.
You could grow a beard, just like the other fathers do.
It's good to be a father.
I have a beard. Those guys. I'm projecting myself onto you, and I'm sorry. But look, when you spend 40 hours a week at the Blimpie, and you come home, and you can't grow a beard, do you know what that does to somebody?
No, Father, because I'm a girl.
Well, I wish you could relate more to my problems.
Maybe I could relate more if we didn't have such a large dining room table.
These were our spots before we lost everybody else.
You should have vaccinated the others.
I only had 1 vial of antibody.
You could have taken them to Walgreens, Dad.
I will not
in the HEB. I could still have brothers and sisters. And a mother.
I was under a lot of stress that day.
What?
I was under a lot of stress that day.
What?
I could only save one of us.
One of us has to die?
No, I could only save one of us before. I mean, two of us, but only one of you.
Stop cutting yourself in the morning and you won't die.
That's physics.
That's physics.
I know, Father. I learned it last semester. I'm in the elevated classes. You'd know that if we could talk normally, instead of yelling across this cold dining room table.
Go back to your chair.
I wish Teresa was still here.
Well, she's not.
She would talk to me.
I chose you, Gracie. I chose you.
You should never choose a twin over a twin.
I didn't think about that. I just thought you were a little bit stronger, a little bit more with it. And maybe you could follow in your father's footsteps. Maybe open your own blimpie.
Then you should have saved one of the boys. I'm gonna open a witch, Dad.
Oh. I keep bailing you out. You keep getting into trouble.
I'm just acting out so you'll pay attention to me.
You admitting that doesn't really help me as a parent.
I don't know. I just thought maybe if I said it, then we could skip that whole grounding thing and we could go to the zoo or something.
Here are the personal effects of Susan Smith.
Oh!
Hang on.
What?
Let me go through these.
Don't look at my phone. Can't look at my phone.
Thank you.
You'll need to go through them past the gate, please.
Is there a time limit? Sir, the gate's over here if you want to look at the effects past the gate. All right.
We can just stay in here if you want to give me my effects back.
That is true. If you want her to have her effects, you can put them in here.
So I'm the only one that has to go on the other side of the gate to look at her effects.
I think that's what we've established.
Alright, alright, you stay here. I'll be on the other side of the gate. I'm going to go through your things.
Wait, this isn't making me feel more connected to you.
I'm not trying to feel more connected, Susan. I'm trying to figure out where I went wrong.
Susan, you're free. You know you can leave as well.
Yes. Not, well, I'm her ride. I'm on the other side of the gate.
He said I can't go. This is what he always does. This is just like...
Who's Cameron?
Cameron's none of your
51
business.
text messages from Cameron?
Cameron gives me love that you won't give me.
That's right, because I'm your father, you sicko. Disgusting little girl. Your mind in the gutter. Some weird reverse Oedipus complex. The mommy has a penis.
Cameron's a girl.
Fucking good.
Cameron's a girl?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Is Kirk Cameron a girl?
Did Kirk Cameron text me?
No! Unless you have your phone sorted by last name. There is a comma, but Stop it! The point is,
Bill!
there's 50...
Bill, are you looking at the effects as well?
Well, I can't help myself.
It's nothing... Don't you yell at Bill.
Bill has to hold the sanctity of police officers everywhere.
Oh, really? One guy?
Yes.
Hashtag
One guy
Fergus.
can make the wall fall.
One can make a waterfall?
A wall fall.
Oh.
Come back inside the gate and you'll understand me.
Shh. I don't...
Come on in.
Bill, but I can't look at the text.
Well, can we make an exception? Can he come inside the gate and look at everything?
I'll have to
I want to know what
book
Kirk Cameron
You're
said.
gonna have to book me?
Yes.
We have to book you if you come back.
She's the one that killed a human being with a ball.
Effects.
We're letting her go. Like,
I don't know. This is your judicial system. She went to the jury trial and the one guy pleaded no contest.
Susan,
Officer Crawford, I just feel like maybe you can relate to me better than my dad can.
I probably can.
That lesbian of an officer cannot relate to you. I'm sorry. I know it's a stereotype.
I
I'm gonna
recognize
have
a future lesbian better than you can.
What? She's a future lesbian.
Yes.
But Cameron is a boy.
Cameron's a girl.
Kirk Cameron is a man.
Cameron
And you'll
didn't text me, Dad.
I know he didn't. I just want to set the record straight. Kirk Cameron is a boy.
No, he's not. What? That's why he had so much growing pains.
Good. He left behind.
He's
the
only
Bill.
Whoa!
Bill, you let him close the
He's
gate.
got keys, everything's...
No, I left the keys down there.
Oh! I rocked out.
I put them on the ground when I go outside of the gate. I slipped them out when I was looking at the
The wall
effects.
has fallen, Bill.
No waterfalls are in here. You're a terrible policeman. Policewoman. Police person. What do we call you?
Oh, trapdoor, trapdoor!
Oh, no, it's the phone.
Oh.
Hello?
Wall fall.
Wall fall.
Yes.
That's a terrible one.
Wait, is that the code to open the trapdoor? No!
Look, I'm going to take the keys.
Is there a trapdoor?
No! We're a police station, not a theater.
Very functional.
A theater?
See.
Hang on, phone. Yes?
We're a police station, not a theater.
Oh, okay. I was going to see what shows were playing. Susan! Don't look at me. Look at Daddy.
Don't look at him, Susan.
What are you?
I noticed you're over 18. You don't have to look at your father ever again if you don't
That's
want
one
to.
of the rules.
Oh, I see what this is. They're trying to turn you against me. Keep in mind, I have
You
your
didn't have
wallet.
to turn me, Dad. I was already against you.
If you notice on our bulletin board, we're looking for a few good people.
Whether they're lesbians, straight people, or whatever.
No,
But especially lesbians.
Yes, no, especially
Or
lesbians.
future lesbians?
Future
Or
lesbians.
future lesbians.
Everyone's a future lesbian.
Yes. We all tumble down that path.
That's fine. You know what?
I've
I'm
done it
going to take
myself.
her person. God dang it. Hello?
You know we can't hear you outside the wall, right? You just look like a crazy man. Click.
There's no
That
way
was
to
an
call them
excellent
back.
I've been trying to click on him for the last 10 years.
And that's what you can do as a police officer, Susan.
Oh,
You can get on the right
I've been the
side
damn
of the
keys
law.
the whole Why did I fucking use the keys?
Oh my god! And then he asked me if he could kiss me.
I know that your cats are dead. I know this is your mom's funeral, but can I kiss you? I put them in the same casket, save money.
That is fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, she didn't like kiss my mouth.
Yeah.
But she was gonna.
Cool.
And when he closed his eyes, I put the cat's head next to his face.
What'd that feel like?
It felt weird because I've never kissed a cat at all. Yeah. But I was thinking to myself,
Pussy.
yeah.
And then I flipped it around. He was all like,
Did you make that noise when you did it, or was it? How'd it go?
No, but I did notice that it was cat. This cat butthole right there.
That's cool though.
It was a solid 3 minutes.
I mean, he made me laugh on the day of my mother's funeral, so I think I might date him again.
I think it's a good idea.
I mean, to think if he could make me laugh that day, what could the rest of my life be like?
That's awesome. That's so much better than when my mom died.
That was a bad day.
That was a bad day.
Please, not in front of your daughter. Not in front of your daughter. Don't do it. Don't do it, Dad. I promise I'll make you the soup you want.
I said broccoli cheese! I said broccoli cheese!
Oh dear. That was a really bad day.
I wish you hadn't have called me right after that.
You know.
I had to call the police and turn your dad in.
I know. And you missed cheer practice.
That was bad. And Cindy totally got cheer captain.
That's why Cindy got cheer captain?
She held voting while I wasn't there.
So, do you want to hold some voting?
Yes.
Okay. I'm voting for myself.
I'm also voting for you. I'm also voting for you.
Okay then, it's official.
We're the only two at cheer practice, so you're now the head of the cheerleading squad.
I hate that Cindy.
She's really awful. I can't believe I had a part in you not getting cheer captain.
She takes advantage of every negative situation.
She really does.
Cindy, I wanted to let you know that two of the fatter kids, they broke open one of the concession stands. They deep fried all the chicken poppers. 17 baskets of chicken poppers.
We should probably take advantage of this situation.
It is a bad situation.
What do you suggest we do?
I think we feed those chicken poppers to the fat kids.
Yeah.
Number one, they already deep fried them.
Yeah.
And number two, they're fat. They'll die soon.
I think Cindy wants to kill me.
Did you eat the chicken poppers?
Well, yeah, I mean, they were just like in front of me. They were making them dance. You know, I can't stand to not eat food that is dancing.
I know. Ever since you did that thing with the potatoes, you've been all about dancing food.
I know. They made me eat a lot of them. I mean, like 17.
17 baskets? That was
Yeah.
like all the chicken poppers the school had.
I know. I mean,
Howdy.
it's kind of like it was good for everybody else because now there's not going to be chicken poppers at school lunches and they're going to have to get better ones. They're going to have to get like mozzarella sticks for school lunch.
I feel like you can't be my experiment lesbian. I mean, Tabitha, if you're really all into this eating lots of chicken poppers, I can't get behind that.
Wait, it was just one time on accident. It didn't mean anything.
On accident, you just admitted you knew what was happening. Tabitha, now you're a lying lesbian.
I'm not a lying lesbian. I'm not Rachel.
I feel like the janitor's closet is too small for the two of us now.
Don't leave the janitor's closet.
I would.
Ay, Dios mío.
Don't go.
I have to.
I just need a bucket.
Here.
She gave him the bucket first.
I will take the other bucket. I'm kidding, you're stupid. Put it in. You're a child, don't it, right? Don't tell anyone you're crying. Oh, good.
It's just ever since my dad killed my mom in front of me, and then my experimental lesbian didn't get cheer captain because of that, I feel like everything's falling apart.
I cannot touch the kiss. I cannot.
Jose, are you touching the keys again?
No, she hugged me.
Jose, I told you about this.
Get it, put her in the car.
Why do you have two buckets?
She brought me one, the other kid.
Oh, likely story. I'm going to have to write you up, Jose.
Damn it, Maria. You do this shit every time. You catch me in the middle of things that look like one bad thing, but they are
Well, Jose, what?
very innocent things. This girl is crying, her mama had died.
Jose, you tell anyone what I did, I'm going to really be really mad at you.
Jose!
No, you don't understand. This is Cindy. She tries to mess up everyone.
I'm just saying, I'm going to be really
Quit
upset.
nodding! Quit nodding!
I trust you so much.
Shake your head, yes!
You're the one person.
I mean, no!
I'm going to have to write you up, Jose.
Do not! Damn it, Maria.
Oh, yeah.
I'm first in line. I'm second.
Goody goody gumdrops.
We're all out of chicken.
No!
Oh!
How can I be honest first?
second.
Next. We just got some more chicken pox. Alright, who's after her?
Me! I'm next.
One more chicken.
Those were good. I'll stand back in line.
Can I just have like a ramekin of ranch dressing?
Yeah. No, our ramekins are plastic though.
It's alright, I don't mind the BPA. The chemicals.
Oh. I thought that was MSG. Next. Here's your second order of chicken pox.
How do you do that?
It's always good to be second.
Really?
Uh-huh.
My parents told me that if I was always first, I would always get the worm.
You sound like the kind of parents that might kill each other.
Hey, that's just good advice. Early bird gets the worm, second bird doesn't get the worm. So you've got like a whole...
I got chicken poppers.
Worms.
Oh, so you get worms instead of chicken poppers.
My parents say they have protein. You can dip some of your poppers in my ranch if you let me have like 1/4 of one of your poppers.
I'm only staying here so I can be near a trash can and I don't litter.
It's really responsible.
Are you two gonna order anything else or can you let the line move?
I want to order chicken poppers!
Okay, hang on. We don't have any chicken poppers.
Did you just hear Mr. Harold sneeze?
Mm-hmm.
I think that means he's gonna die soon.
I hope so.
I do too. This is a lame nap time.
It's really dumb.
Who sits up while they nap?
Us.
Us. I can't sleep like this.
Go to sleep.
Miss-
I don't care if you lay there with your damn eyes closed
Not
and you
doing it.
don't say a word. Just lay down and
But you saw this man to sit, Mr. Harold!
go to sleep.
I only sleep laying down.
Lay down and go to sleep.
But we're not tired.
No.
And if you talk to my girlfriend like that, you're gonna be... Why are you rolling up on me like you're gonna leave?
Go to sleep right
Were
now.
you in a war?
All the other kids in the class are asleep. They brought their mats. They put them on the ground.
I know you're not...
Put on lullaby time. Go to freaking sleep.
This is the great thing. What are you gonna say, hon?
I brought you a dandelion. It's okay, dandelions are poison.
Man, you're in trouble now.
What do you mean? I swallowed it.
You know Teresa's been snoring for 7 minutes. I
You
timed
would know
it
that if
with
you
my
were
Hello
asleep.
Kitty watch.
She snores like a future lesbian.
I don't think mechanics are good to swallow.
You know what time it is?
7:57.
At 57.
Time to sleep. You go to sleep and you go to sleep.
But class doesn't even start till 8.
Harold.
I don't know why we have nap time before.
We seem to be one step ahead of you every time something happens.
I hate both of you.
Mr. Harold,
Stays in the whole damn class.
We didn't do anything.
Yeah, you
we're
did.
just in love, Mr. Harold.
Is that so wrong? Is that something you don't really understand what it is?
I haven't had kids of my own yet, and I'm thankful for that. Every day. Because you two come in here.
Is that because Mrs. Harold doesn't have babies in her stomach?
Is she rotten? I don't know where I learned that word.
Rotten? You're
Yeah.
a child. You should know
Well,
Yeah,
rotten.
because apples rot.
yeah, rotten in the in the end.
Mr. Harold, is your wife eating on the inside?
Yeah. Is she all barren?
That's a bit
I don't know where I learned it. Does she have? Hey.
Don't you wake her up.
Teresa!
Oh, no!
She's having a good read!
No!
No, Teresa, listen. His wife is barren on the inside. It's like that ash.
Like an apple!
I think I had a dream about that.
Tell us your dream, Teresa!
Okay. Well, I was in an
this is there's boundaries. You can't really touch us or kick us out. We're 7 and our parents are paying for this.
Because this is a private school, and that means something.
What is that?
I think that's his letter of resignation.
That's what I thought it was too.
It's your damn Hello Kitty watch. I didn't need it. Took it out to talk. Now it's here on the table.
Oh.
Why'd you hit it with your shoe?
I prefer to keep my shoes in these drawers.
Mr. Harold, you know my parents got me an indestructible one.
That's right. And damn them for it.
You can have it.
I'm feeling kind of tired. I'm thinking that maybe I'm going to lay down.
I will no longer be your girlfriend if you go to sleep.
It is 8:01. It is time for motor skills. You are not. You are not.
I don't know, Mr. Harold.
You are not.
I'm really.
You are not.
I'm really getting sleepy.
Stay awake.
No way.
Stay awake, Robert.
About his wife.
What?
Oh, maybe you can have a dream about his wife.
Oh man.
You do not dream. You do not dream.
See if his wife's gonna have a baby for him. Oh.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. No way.
No way.
No way.
How dare you get into your dream sequence that fast?